The book of Matthew chapter 24 and verse 24. Lord Yahweh Shai speaking. For there shall arise false anointeds and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, insomuch that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. I'm going to stop right there. I want to start off as always by giving all praise, all honor, all glory unto Yahweh. Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha, Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach and who rule well, who taught us this truth through the power and spirit of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Lord willing, this lesson is edifying to the elect out there, whoever you might be. And Shalom to 144,000. It's the brother Amawad Padah from the GMS Denver camp. We're going to do a lesson on a video that I came across, but before we get into that video, I want to explain this right here. This is where Yahweh Shai, all right, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus, who was a so-called Negro from the tribe of Judah, all right, he's an Hebrew Israelite. He says right here that they're going to be false prophets in these last days, man, false anointeds, and they're going to show great signs and wonders, so much so that if it were possible that they would deceive his very chosen, man, his very elect. But the key is, it says, if it were possible. All right. And the reason why I'm bringing this out is because this devil, all right, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, one of his tactics is deception. All right. He's very good at deceiving the masses. And, you know, his technology has allowed him to deceive on a greater scale in these last days. And, it's not going to be possible to deceive the Lord's elect because the spirit of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai is dealing with them. Okay. And it's not to be taken lightly, man. This is why you need the spirit of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai in these last days. And I'm going to go ahead and play a video that I came across from a guy, you know, his channel is JWTV. A lot of brothers have done videos using his channel. He has, you know, useful information. But you got to chew the meat and spit out the bones, man, as with everything. All right, but let's go ahead and get into this this video. He goes in on a certain deception. All right, here's the video right here. And the title, it says, Why is UFOs appearing during World War III? All right. He says, I'll show you the plan, or the 2025 plan. So without further ado, let's play a little bit of this.
It was a 3-star general that predicted what would happen in 2025. And it also was a NASA chief that predicted what would happen in 2025. Just as we see personal stories coming out in Colorado, that just happens to be next to the base that said, we're the Space Force and we're going to protect against threats from even UFOs, alien attacks in Russia and China. And the video you're looking at on screen here is close to where a military base is. And it's the same base I'm talking about. I want you to just imagine everything I'm telling you is an all set plan in motion, something that they want you to see in order for you to fall into what's coming next. Retired FBI agent who was a part of the real life X-Files, he kind of gets into who's really behind everything. Let's read a little bit about, even a local said, I live right outside the base in Colorado Springs. The military has all sorts of around the mountain. I doubt it's aliens. I've seen helicopters look like they crash into the mountain, but it's a landing platform that extends out. People are becoming aware of this. But here's what I just told you in the beginning of the video. Look at the timeline there. 2025 is predicted we go to war with China. That's the guy who said it. 2025, NASA chief. Oh, we're supposed to get contact? We're supposed to get contact? Can y'all believe that? There's a reason why in 2025, though, they need this all to happen. So when we see the stories coming out about drones spotted over bases in the UK, and we heard about New Jersey drones flying around, eventually these stories turn into this, just like an official just said, drone swarms targeting U.S. military bases are operated by Mothership, UFO claims top Pentagon expert. And when September hit, we were supposed to be in the expiration date of potential contracts that only some of the internal Air Force people know of, which we'll talk about that and show what they're saying on here.
Okay, I'm gonna stop right there for a quick second. All right, we're gonna watch a little bit more of this, but so pretty much what he's gonna get into is the fact that, you know, there's speculation that the government or different governments of the world, they have different illusions that they're going to bring forth to pretty much fake an alien invasion. And we've had, you know, former presidents, you know, speak on these things. With Ronald Reagan, all right, if you can find that clip, there's a speech that he had saying that, you know, couldn't we all come together as, you know, as one world government if there was an outside threat from another world, an alien invasion? You know, he's pretty much going in on that. He said that, and it's on record. There's video of him saying that. So, you know, the thoughts of them having some kind of fake alien invasion using their technology, that's always, you know, been there. On those who are diligent, you know, they've you know, read different things and saw different videos on what they call Project Bluebeam. If you've, you know, heard of that, then you know what I'm talking about. All right, different hologram projections and different things they're going to use to try to fake a quote unquote alien invasion or do a fake return of the Messiah. All right, now we read that first scripture, all right, Matthew 24, all right, that there will be deception, man. Okay, they're going to use technology, man. You know, it is highly possible that they're going to do more and more psyops on the people to push forward their new world order. So they're very deceptive, man. They put a lot of shit in their movies and they do different experiments on the minds of the people. All right, there's actually branches in the military that you know, specialize in different psychological operations, man. The CIA and all of them, man. They play with the minds of the people, and that's why you got to be rooted in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. All right, that's our foundation. Okay, let's get that real quick. So I got to bring this out real quick. This is Matthew chapter 7 and verse 24. Also, Lord Yahweh Shai speaking. All right. Therefore, whosoever heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them, I will liken him unto a wise man which built his house upon a rock. All right. Now, this is a parable, but it's very spiritual. All right. Those who listen to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, all right, those who adhere to the things that are within these scriptures through the correct understanding via the Holy Spirit, they're going to be stable in these times that we're in. It's like a man who built his foundation in stone, okay? Because that's how you build a sturdy house. You make sure the foundation is set, okay? And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew and beat upon that house, and it fell not, for it was founded upon a rock. Okay, so the storm and the rain coming, that's, you know, symbolic to Esau. All right, and these enemies that are going to come in with, you know, great wrath, man. And part of their great wrath is their deception, their psychological operations that they run on the people, man. Okay, you see. But if you're founded on that rock, which is Yahweh Shai, which is the word, then you're going to be stable in the times we're coming into. It tells you that in Isaiah 33 and 6. That wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of thy times, your mental stability, your spiritual stability. All right? You see? Because if you're adhering to any false ideology outside of this truth, you're not going to be stable in the time we're coming into, because your house was not built on that rock, which is Yahweh Shai. Okay? Being the 100% truth, the correct doctrine of the scriptures. Okay? There are a lot of different ideologies and philosophies out there. All right? They're going to lead people to their own death. Now let's go to the next verse really quick. And Yahweh Shai says, and everyone that heareth these sayings of mine being the prophecies, the wisdom of the scriptures, all those that are, incorporated within this word, okay? So, and everyone that heareth these things, or these sayings of mine, and doeth them not, shall be likened unto a foolish man, which built his house upon the sand. Now, you can't build a sturdy house on sand. Sand is a movable foundation. It's not a foundation at all, man. You build your house on the sand next to the water, the ocean, guess what's going to happen? The sand is going to shift, okay, and your house is going to fall down, okay, when the water begins to, pour down, through storms and whatnot. It's going to move the sand, and your house is going to move. It's going to fall and collapse. So that's synonymous to those of you that, build your mental stability on false ideologies, man. Islam can't help you in these times we're coming into. There's no prophecies talking about what's going on right now in that false religion of Islam. Modern day Christianity don't know what the fuck is going on. These church pastors, man, these mega churches, TD fakes, are all these guys out here, man, that got all these huge congregations. They don't know what the fuck is going on, man. All right. So when you build your foundation off of their doctrine and their false ideologies, you're like that man that built his house on the sand. You're gonna lose your damn mind in the times we're coming into. All right, the deception is gonna be heavy, and if you ain't rooted in this word, which is the 100% truth, you're gonna fall to a lie, man. Okay, and it goes on to say in the next verse, and the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew and beat upon that house, and it fell, and great was the fall of it. Okay. And that's just a warning unto you, man, from Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai himself gave you this parable. For those of you that have eyes to see and ears to hear. We got the 100% truth here at Great Millstone. You can take it or leave it, man. So let's go ahead and play a little bit more of this video.
But let's go a little deeper into the story. Who are these? Who's going to be in charge of when this contact supposedly happens? Well, we looked into that and we found out who the first United Nations appointed ambassador was that was going to be in charge of this, but no longer is this person in charge. So that led me down a rabbit hole deeper. Mazlan Othman, which she's 72 years old now. I was like, well, she can't be in charge of it anymore. But then I look further and I start finding out, I'm like, okay, so I guess I actually found out the details to what I need to look into next. United Nations to appoint space ambassadors. And here it is right here. Arthe Hala Mayani is the current director of United Nations Office for Outer Space Affairs. It's called UNOOSA. She was appointed in June 2023. So she's going to be in charge right here of the operations by the United Nations. This is very interesting because what the FBI agent guy says, when the Project Bluebeam basically happens, it's not that our government is in control of it. It's not that any government around the world is in control of it. It's the shadow elements of most of these governments that's in control. So let's talk about the September-ish situation where it's supposed to be like this expired situation. UFO whistleblower says huge alien announcement is months away and will be dramatic. A man who claims to have been part of top secret U.S. Air Force intelligence unit tasked with maintaining a 70-year plan. UFO whistleblower Charles McNeil has made some startling claims about a significant event in human history set to occur in coming months. He alleges that he was a part of a top secret Air Force program with a 7-year truce between the government and aliens. According to McNeil, he offers no proof. He suggests that a series of planned events will follow with the partial and total destruction of Israel, a brief global conflict. Then he goes in further and says that one of the initial steps of the grand plan will be an announcement alliance between U.S., Afghanistan, and Taliban government. We'll see if all this come to be. This is just some other pieces that we don't know if.
Okay, I'm gonna stop right there. All right. So pretty much what this dude is saying, all right, this former FBI guy allegedly is saying that they're going to use Project Bluebeam. They're going to fake an alien invasion to try to stop the war and bring all these nations together. all right, and all that. Well, you know, there's some truth to that, and that's how they're so good at telling lies, these damn devils, because they involve some truth in their lie to make it believable. So we're gonna go ahead and break this down right through the spirit of Yahweh Shemel Shai. So Esau does have technology, man. All right, he has different things that could be deceptive unto the population who are unsuspecting, who don't understand the scriptures, right? You know, he can have something in the air, and you know, people are going to think that it's an actual alien. We understand that there's no such thing as aliens, first of all. Okay, there's no aliens out there. And I also want to make a point that the vehicles that people are seeing, all right, you know, they're angels, man. They're angels that are out there, man. The hosts of heaven, as the scriptures tell you. And they've always been here. It's nothing new. Okay? Our Lord Yahweh Shai was taken up into a so-called UFO, as it tells you in Acts, the 1st chapter. It's all throughout the scriptures. All right, you're fucking Salakia for my harsh language, but it is what it is. Your fat Christian church pastor, all right, who don't know the scriptures, ain't telling you about this, man. They don't go into these type of things. Who are saying it? The men of the Lord, man. The prophets, the true prophets, are telling you about these things. They actually relate to real life to prepare you for what's coming, the deception that's coming. All right. So the thing is that the Lord has angels, and they inhabit the heavens. And here at Great Millstone, we've seen them, and we got videos of them, man. And it's not Esau's technology. So Esau is so cunning and so deceptive that he wants you to think that whatever you see in the sky is their government doing it. No, man. There are angels that come in and out of this dimension, all right, that are sent by the Almighty, Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, all right? And the very elect are going to be saved via these angels, man, the so-called UFOs that they're talking about. Esau's technology can't hold a candle to what the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shai has. It's the spirit right here. I'm looking down at this video. It's the Elder Yashawamba from GMS Dallas. He got a picture right here on the thumbnail, and it looks like a chariot. They can cloak as clouds, man. All right, they can take on any form, man. You know, and that's way above Esau's technology. All right, there ain't no government situation going on right there. All right, there's different forms that they come in, and we've seen them. All right, these are the vehicles of the angels. So everything that you see in the sky is not a government psyop, man. Okay, but anyway, let's get a quick precept and we'll play a little bit more of this. So here we have the book of Psalms, chapter 104, and verse 3. It says, matter of fact, let's jump up to verse 2. Matter of fact, start at verse 1. So Psalms 104:1 says, bless the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, O my soul, O Yahweh, my power. Thou art very great. Thou art clothed with honor and majesty, who covers thyself with light as with a garment, who stretcheth out the heavens like a curtain. Right? The heavens being the outer space, man. The Lord stretches out the universe like a curtain, man. All right, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is running this show, and he's far out, man. Now it goes on to say, verse 3, who layeth the beams of his chambers in the waters, who maketh the clouds his chariot, who walketh upon the wings of the wind. You see, that's going into the so-called UFOs. It says, who maketh the clouds his chariot. All right. And a cloud is also another code word, prophetically speaking, for, like I said, the so-called UFOs that you see, which are the vehicles of the angels. Those are spiritual vehicles, man. Esau has not recovered any fallen UFO or any fallen chariot from an angel and try to re-engineer it, because it's spiritual, man. Esau has not recovered a vehicle of an angel. And first of all, the angels don't crash. I saw all that bullshit, you know, Esau be lying to you about, talking about, oh yeah, we recovered one of those celestial crafts and we've re-engineered them and studied them. No, the fuck he hasn't. Okay. All right, so just know that. But let's go back to that video.
Guys truly saying that. It's just a gradual release of information through news outlets. Fictional portrayals of extraterrestrial conflicts in films and TV has been part of the campaign to ready the world with population in shock of the encountering alien species. This is known as public acclamation program, he oddly states. And you know what? Speaking of this, he says it's a TR-3B alien reproduction vehicle. He says the alien craft is seen during this period. He suggests it will actually be a secret U.S. Air Force project he refers to. He goes in and says the TV and the movies, all of them was a part of this too, which they were. Let's go into that craft he just talked about though. Here's the craft that he said we're gonna potentially start seeing. And once we see it, we're gonna know that, okay, yeah, y'all playing these games with us. Also, it's gonna be more confirmed about why the TV and movie industry is a part of this ramp up. Not only that, we're gonna know specifically which is the fake ones and real ones if we just look.
Okay, now you see, Esau, like I said, he has different technology. All right, and he can fake certain things, man. All right, somebody might see something like this and think that it's aliens, man. That's what they want. They want to cause chaos and panic for those who don't know the scriptures. You know, you see, we're not ignorant of Satan's devices, as it tells you in 2 Corinthians 2:11. We know he has different shit that the public hasn't been, made privy to. All right, we understand that, man. You can like put hologram projections in the sky and make it seem like this is happening, like there's aliens come out of the sky from another dimension. You can do all these things, man. All right, allegedly. But guess what? We know that they actually do exist. There are real chariots of the Lord up there, man. Like I said, we've seen them. All right, there's all kind of GMS videos where, you know, men have captured these celestial vehicles over the camp and whatnot. Okay, it's all throughout the scriptures, man. That's the main thing. It's all in the scriptures, man. All right, the prophet Elisha showed his servant the hosts of heaven when he was low in faith. He prayed to the Lord. He said, Lord, open, his eyes so that he can see the hosts of heaven. And the Lord opened his eyes. All right, and he was able to see the angels that were encamped around about them, man. That's our defense. The angels have always been here, man. They're not always visible. They're here with us, every day, man. Watching over us, making sure that we're being protected, all right, in our day-to-day dealings. You see, these are the angels of the Lord, Yahweh Shemi Yahushai. It tells you in Psalms 34 and verse 7 that the angel of the Lord encampeth around about those that fear him and delivereth them. So the elect have angels all around them, man. And they're going to be appearing more and more as we get closer to the day of the Lord, man. You're going to have angels manifesting themselves more and more. All right. It's going to be known that it's not no kind of fucking government project when they actually show up, man. Okay. So Esau can use all these fake, scenarios and whatnot, using this technology. But at the end of the day, the elect will not be deceived, man. But let's play a little bit more.
Into the details, it's going to be explained coming here next, because all this is a blueprint for the next plan. So we're going to get into right now the clip. This was just 4 weeks ago, his most recent interview. John DeZosa, retired FBI, which apparently you never retire. But let's go ahead and play this clip.
Retired FBI agents that actually were working with me and went to Hollywood to be consultants. And they got my, what we call the OTB book, the off the books notes that I have of cases that that were not really put into FBI files for various reasons. Many of us have those books, and they're very interesting and they're very good. And other than that, though, I also worked all the big counterterrorism cases as well. That was kind of like my major, while paranormal was kind of my minor. My predictions from the extra dimensionals are coming true right now. And the main part of that prediction is that we would have this, when you hear this buzzword, UAPs, UAPs,
Right.
rather than UFO. We had this elaborate operation. It's a psychological operation, the PSYOP. So they're all different shapes and sizes. However, they have the same signatures of the movement that they are capable of. However, the way that we know they are not true UFOs. True UFOs can be extraterrestrial and extra dimensional. In other words,
Okay, you see that? Now they are telling a little bit of the truth right there. They always put a truth in their lies, man. Okay? And what he said was the way you can tell the difference between a fake, all right, UFO and a actual angelic being from Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is that these are extra dimensional. All right? The vehicles of the angel, the chariots, are spiritual, man. They're not of this realm. So they can do different things that Esau can never do. And he goes on to list some things.
they are usually, they have capacity for shape shifting. They have a capacity for disappearing and reappearing. That is one of the ways that we know genuine UFOs are afoot. We're able to see those qualities in them. These Tic Tacs, these UAPs don't have those abilities. However, I do believe that they have the ability to destroy things, and that's why they're being built up. They are not, and this is the thing we're struggling with even now in our Congress, in our Senate, and in other places. They are man-made, but they appear not to be made by the United States per se. They appear.
Okay, so what he's going into is he's talking about these different nations who have certain technology that mimic so-called UFOs, man. All right, and those things are out there. They got different shit in the skies, man. Okay, that people might mistake for, quote unquote aliens. All right, we're not naive, but like he said, the true celestial vehicles of the angels, all right, the hosts of heaven, they can do things that their technology will never be able to do. Okay, so just know that it's going to be made known what's real and what's fake in these last days. But this is a warning to not be deceived by what they're getting ready to bring. They're going to try to do different things to fool the masses, as they do to this day. But like I said, if you're rooted in the scriptures, you're not going to be deceived. All right, let's get a quick precept. So I got to bring this out, okay? This is Zechariah, the 5th chapter, and it goes into the angels, man. The so-called UFOs mentioned in the scriptures, man. All right, what's the word I'm looking for? The chariots of Israel. All right, and they're making inquisition on you goddamn devils and you heathens who have done nothing but oppress the Lord's chosen people, the Israelites. Those are our celestial brothers up there, man, and they're coming back for war. They're sent by Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Okay, now verse 1, it says, "Then I turned and lifted up mine eyes and looked, and behold, a flying roll." So the prophet Zechariah, back in the ancient time, he said he saw a so-called UFO. And he described it as a flying roll. That's how he described it. Okay, and he said unto me, "What seest thou?" And I answered, "I see a flying roll. The length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof 10 cubits. So he even was given a perceived measurements of this thing. He actually saw it. All right. Then said he unto me, "This is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. For everyone that stealeth shall be cut off as on this side according to it, and everyone that sweareth shall be cut off as on that side according to it." All right, these angels that you see appearing using these vehicles, they're going to come back to eventually release wrath upon you, you wicked people of the earth. All right, and that's why Esau's fucking scared. They're actually afraid. They're seeing more stuff than we see. All right. They have all these telescopes and shit like that. They're seeing the angels in the heavens, man. There's been reports of NASA cutting the feed, all right, because in one of their videos, the UFO, or Salakia, the so-called UFOs, the so-called UAPs were showing up in their NASA feed, man. And some of those vehicles were many times larger than the earth itself. See, the Lord Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shai is coming back with great power, man. He's returning with the host of heaven. So when the Lord returns, it's going to be spectacular, man. It's going to be out of this world. Okay, now verse 4 says, I will bring it forth, saith the Lord Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shai of hosts, and it shall enter into the house of the thief. You see that? That's key right there. And into the house of him that sweareth falsely by my name, and it shall remain in the midst of his house, and shall consume it with the timber thereof and the stones thereof. Okay, so look, what is that talking about, man? This is the curse unto Esau, man. You see, it's a curse unto Esau to see these chariots, because he knows that those are the hosts of heaven. These elites of Esau know what the fuck is going on, man. They know that that represents their demise. Okay, they know the Lord is coming back to pay them for all the shit that they've done to the earth and his chosen people, the Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians. This is a sign that Esau is getting ready to pay for all the shit that he's done to the Lord's chosen people, man. You don't get away, man. Slavery, the Trail of Tears, all the things he's done to the chosen people on the earth, man. Countless atrocities that he's committed against the Lord's chosen. He's getting ready to pay, and he sees his payday coming in the heavens. Now, it says, and it shall remain in the house of the thief. Because who did he steal? He stole the children of Israel. We're here to this day, serving slavery over here in the land of our captivity. He took us from our homeland, which is Israel. And guess what? We over here being oppressed by these damn devils. So our Heavenly Father is sending his son Yahweh Shai, all right, to destroy his ass, man. That's what's going to happen in the midst of World War III. Okay? But they want you to believe it's aliens from Mars or some bullshit. Nah, man, these are the hosts of heaven who are going to defend the Israelites that are of the elect in these last days, man. Verse 5. Then the angel talked with me. Then the angel that talked with me went forth and said unto me, lift up now thine eyes to see what it is that goeth forth. So that's the point right there. All right. And angels come down in the forms of men. All right. You could be entertaining angels or quote unquote extraterrestrials unawares, as it tells you in Hebrews 13. So yeah, man, you know, the Lord is way far out, man. These devils have no idea what they're up against. Okay. But I'm gonna end this lesson real quick. I'm gonna do a part 2, Abaratazah, all right, Lord willing, because we're already at like the 32-minute mark, and I ain't want to make this lesson too long. Try to keep them around 30 minutes. But Lord willing, I'll come back with a part 2 to finish where we left off at, because he goes into some different interesting topics. And like I said, if I didn't say it before, disclaimer: this is only for educational purposes. Educational purposes. All right, if I can talk today. And fair use, man. All right. So I'm gonna end it right there. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakha Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach and who rule well, who taught us this truth through the power and spirit of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Lord willing, I'll come back with a part 2. Kwame Asherala in the Bible Bar. Shalom.